There's something very important that I learned in the past few years is that long-term planning and thinking really is the only way to cut through the challenges, the difficulties, and the noise to actually achieve something. I learned that from my experience in doing vendor businesses for the past decade of my life. You need to first keep going, not quit, and in the process learning the exactly know-how to get through. For my case is which location have the more foot traffic and what price range is acceptable. How do you pack? How do you interact with the customers? So the only thing is that you don't quit. You stay in the game. You get through the difficult times. You train yourself to not give up no matter what. For me at that time, I decided I'm just going to see this through because I just don't want to go back to work for anybody, even though working vendor business, it's very hard and out of itself, there's a lot of challenges, uncertainty. But I'm willing to take the risk and just to figure out exactly how should I do this. Because before the waffle business, before COVID, I was doing fashion clothing retail and earrings and accessories retail vendor business. It was much easier because you only need to purchase the good and find a location to sell it. But with waffle business, I choose to do waffle business is because I have studied the market and I know that after COVID, food is essential for everyday people and shopping for accessory and clothing is not so essential. So that's why I choose to change the route. And in doing that decision, I face a lot of unknown. I myself haven't even baked anything before. The learning curve, finding my own recipe itself was very difficult. It took me months to keep adjusting the taste and the menu. But in the end, it was the issue with the location and foot traffic that keeping me away from being stable. I've changed locations a couple of times and it just didn't work. And I have to get back to the location where I sell my clothing, and I need to go back to the center of the city to finally get back to a sustainable income and slowly growing customers. And the business was still not good in the first few months when I first get back to my old locations. But this year, everything just turned out to be smooth sailing again, finally. And it just took on and off, ups and downs, about at least 2 years for me to reach a place where everything is stable. So from a lot of time, change directions on my vendor businesses, I know that in building anything to be sustainable, the process of getting there is really messy. A lot of sacrifice you have to make, cut back all you spending just to focus to build something into a stability. And there's really no other way around it but just believe that it is going to work and you just don't quit. A lot of self-help and motivational conversation around life has always been around believing in yourself. Never give up. Keep trying. One more time, one last time. Keep pushing. All those things might sound corny and useless while you're reading it, but once you really get into the process of doing, you realize that the simplest thing is just also so true. Persistence and the urge of wanting to work, not willing to give up, really is the only way out to achieve anything you want in life. And I have the same mentality going back into become a self-publishing independent musician after work. There's a lot of things to learn along the way. I haven't been doing any musical thing after COVID, just been struggling through, life and survival. I am not in a rush of anything, but I want to make the best music possible that is into my liking and my expression. And in the process, I know it will take years for me to see any actual results and profitable perspective in this route. But I'm willing to take the challenge and the failures and the quiet days. I wanted to share this because I think most people can really get through and get to anything they want in life just by don't quit. And by don't quit, it means a lot of things, which was all of the things I talk about in my own experience, trying to have the simplest structure of working for yourself, just doing small business. And I believe we can all do it as long as we put our mind to it and just think about everything in long term. Give yourself more than a year to build on something. And in 3 years' time, when you look back, you will realize not only that you achieve your current goal, and it's also the time for you to get going, to go after something else. Go after every single goals and dreams you have in 2026 because it is challenging and it is fun and it's going to make you feel alive through all the struggles, failures, self-doubts, and pains. It's worth it. It really is.